afternoon, everybody, and welcome to lovely Milford High School, where we are witness to the Division II Girls Soccer Massachusetts Championship. This today being played at the neutral side of Milford High School between the Medway Mustangs of Medway and the Holliston Panthers of Holliston. I'm John Drohan. I'm with Owen Radcliffe, your executive producer today for Holliston Cable Access TV. And we're bringing you this championship game here in Milford High, where it looks like, again, Owen is confirming this with some Air Force weather app that it actually is snowing here. That's right, it's snowing here in Milford. Light snowflakes, very brisk day, but a great day for soccer as Holliston has and their undefeated season with coming into this game with a record of 17-0-3 during their regular season, as well as the playoffs. And Medway coming into this contest with a record of 13-5-3. Holliston has been on their way for this championship since the beginning of the season, and we're about to get started. We're happy you could join us today, and everybody sit back and relax because this is going to be some fantastic soccer here in the snow as Holliston takes on Medway. About to get underway. We play 40-minute halves. Medway is going to take the initial kickoff. Holliston looks like they elected to defer. We always throw in some football analogies here in soccer because actually soccer is called football in most places around the world. We're also lucky we're playing on Milford High's football field, so we'll be referring to our yard markers. Again, something you don't see in regular soccer, but again, in high school soccer, it's one of the benefits of it. And we're off. Medway, strong team. Remember, Holliston and Medway have played earlier in the year. Holliston came away with a victory at Medway, 31. And here we go, we'll get started. That's Hannah Wolfgang forward, that's Maggie Fitzgerald. She's a captain, senior captain. As play gets underway, and Medway looks like they're on the attack, but Mia Wolfgang, that's Hannah Wolfgang's younger sister, is playing center back. She's not going to let that happen. We have two Mias on the field for Holliston today. Mia Wolfgang, of course, number 4, playing center back, and Mia Luisi, number 10, who is playing attacking mid. And there's Luisi with the ball. Holliston has 5 starting seniors at play. One of them just hit the ball with her right foot. That's Gwen Freely, number 7. And the other one just went off the head of Sydney Bercato, number 9. Sydney Bercato playing right back, Gwen Freely playing the attacking right midfielder. 3 other seniors are, we mentioned her name earlier, Hannah Wolfgang, number 18. Here comes Medway on the attack in Holliston zone. That's off the head of, that's Ellie Burke. Ellie Burke's a junior, number 11. There's Burke again. She's sending it out to midfield. Our other senior is Sydney Bercato's sister, Alyssa Bercato. She plays the other center back. And then rounded out by number 14, mentioned her name already, Maggie Fitzgerald playing striker. Medway and Holliston's end early. That ball goes off the head of Megan Pudvinsky. She's a junior and the leading scorer for Holliston. Here comes Freely on the attack as Pudvinsky in midfield. Pudvinsky into traffic. Loses it. Keep an eye out for Megan Pudvinsky today, as she has shown she is worthy of her recruitment. She's a junior. She's already signed a letter of intent to play Division I at Northeastern University. There's Luisi through traffic to Pudvinsky. Ball comes loose and it's cleared by Medway. Medway, a strong side. I believe during the last contest against Holliston in the loss, they had some injuries, and I think they have some of those players back. There's Freely around their outside. Freely looking in, good ball in, right to the Medway keeper. That's Callahan Catone, the Medway keeper. We'll see how she does today. I'm sure she's going to be tested. Catone, left-footed boot, out to about the 42-yard line. There's Luisi. Luisi, you're going to see a lot of her in the midfield today. Luisi is everywhere. There's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, strong leg, strong position, is able to maintain position, gets a lot of good shots on goal. One of the strongest legs on the team. But one of the reasons for Holliston's success this year, as we've said this before, is they're playing the midfield. There's Podvinsky. Podvinsky with a look. Gets a touch. Looks out. That's Caroline Rose Sally. She's a sophomore. Sends a ball in left-footed. Long ball, one hop to Catone. Medway's going to reset. As we were saying, one of the big reasons for Holliston's success is their midfield play. And that's led by their attacking midfielders, Mia Luisi and Hannah Wolfgang, number 18. Both of them have Holliston, in all the games that we've seen, have pretty much owned. There's Freely on the outside. Freely looking in. Freely, good ball in. She's going to earn herself the first corner of the game. Holliston taking their first corner. Sydney Mercado, you'll see her take a lot of the free kicks in the corners. She's Holliston's designated free kicker as the snow and the wind begins to blow here. Mercado. Ball in. Looking for the head off the back of Wolfgang. Here comes Medway on the counter. Medway in space. Step in. Mia Wolfgang. It's past her. There's Mercado. Alyssa Mercado. Alyssa Mercado. Nice turn and brings the ball up. Nice ball. Alyssa Mercado. Another. We talk about the midfield play, but Holliston has had a record number of goals not scored against them, and that was primarily because of their back line. And their back line is anchored by senior captain Alyssa Mercado. Ball cleared out. There's Luisi to Wolfgang. Holliston tries to we'll get a lot of balls in the air, a lot of head balls that they've done this year. There's going to be a lot of looking to send the ball downfield into the box, looking for players like Podvinsky coming up on the side and Fitzgerald and Freely. So we talk about the back line of Holliston. As we said, going from right to left on your screen, Caroline Rose Sally, 2-year starter, sophomore, solid player. Alyssa Mercado in the center, Mia Wolfgang on her right side, and then, of course, Sydney Mercado on Mia Wolfgang's right. Mercado with the throw. There's Ellie Burke. Ellie Burke playing the defensive mid. So, as we talked about the midfield play, Ellie Burke plays defensive midfielder. Done a great job this year. She shared time with Addie Capabianco, who was injured, but Burke has stepped in and done a great job. Seen a lot of time. Medway trying to reverse field. Here they go. Here's Podvinsky. Podvinsky, you will rarely see her send an errant pass. She is always looking for feet, likes to keep the ball on the floor. As you can see, Medway has got some strong foot skills. And there's Mercado. Nice play by Mercado. A nice turn. Looks for Luisi, but here's Medway on their left side. Medway in space. Looks up. She's got a player. She's onside. Ball comes across the middle. Great save by Mary Kate Ward. Still in play. Popped up. Mercado's there and Ward's there. I think we have an offside call. Yeah, it looks like we had an offside call. Ward was able to come across, get two hands on it, and bat it out. Medway had a look on the outside, but no avail as she couldn't connect. That was a nice run by Heather Scheid for Medway on the left side. Great ball in. Good shot, but Mary Kate Ward was there to close that up. Fitzgerald. That's number 14, Mia Sense. Mercado, strong throw in, looks at Freely. Freely turns. Freely, not a bad play, pushing through space, runs into Sense. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang loses it and gets pushed out, but Holliston's going to retain control. Caroline Rose Sally will do most of the throw-ins from that side. And she can throw. Caroline Rose Sally, 3-sport athlete. Long throw in, and we'll try that again. Sally, running throw. Long throw in, looks for Pudvinsky over her head. There's Burke. Burke with a shot stuffed. And here comes Medway again on the counter. Nice ball through, but Sydney Bricato's there to intercept it. Pokes it over to Ellie Burke. Here comes Burke again. Burke in space. Burke looks in, has Wolfgang. Wolfgang forward looking for Freely. Freely's not there. Almost had her. Strong throw. Freely was just a step back. Onside. Nice play. Got a good crowd here for Holliston. Medway too. So I think we have a record-selling crowd here. Ball comes out. That's over the foot of Caroline Rose Sally. There's Bricato again to step in and take that ball away. Nice play out to Bricato looking for Pudvinsky. Pudvinsky around her defender, and here she comes. Pudvinsky over the middle. Nobody there except for a Medway defender. And here comes Medway. Heather Scheid does a nice job, and here comes Kylie Hansberry over the middle. Gets pushed out again. Come in by number 6, Jillian Wright. Jillian Wright says no, but Medway defense has been solid, but Holliston is not really tested. Fitzgerald, long float, and Catone's going to get there before Freely does. I think we have a record crowd here. I think we have a record crowd here in Holliston. It's a record crowd for Holliston, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. We have a couple of all-stars in the stands today, I see. All right, back to play. Medway with the throw. Long throw in. Bricato's there, and there's the other Bricato to clear it out. It has Luisi. Luisi pops it up. Right, and it bounces off her, and it's going to go Holliston's ball. Medway playing the 3-4-3, where they have, looks like they have 3 center backs. It looks like they do. They come back and they'll be in the 4-3-3 as well. Bricato on the throw. Luisi. We'll do this again. Seems like we spend a lot of time doing the throw in, ball comes out, and a lot of throws, throw in again. Freely tries to keep it again. Holliston's going to keep it. "11 minutes in, we've had no real threats except for the one Medway shot. Great save by Mary Kate Ward. And here's Holliston. Look, that ball looks, Aaron goes out, and it looks like it's going to be, it's going to be another Holliston corner. Medway defender tried to kick it out, but caught it the wrong way on her left foot, and it's going to be a Holliston corner. Sydney Bricato is going to take the corner. As we've seen before, we have, look for number 12, Pudvinsky, on the other side. There she is. Pudvinsky gets up over her head. Sally's there. She tries to get her foot on it. That's Kilman. Kilman sends it out to Hansberry. Hansberry in the middle. Higgins. Higgins gets, there's a lot of contact in the middle, and it's going to go Medway's way, and free kick from right about midfield. Here it is, ball in, long ball in. Bricato's there. And here comes Holliston on the counter. Fitzgerald taps it to Pudvinsky. She tries to tap it back. And another whistle, and it's going to be Holliston free. Pudvinsky does a good job of initiating, sustaining contact. So far, Holliston, no real threats on the keeper today. And Medway, of course, has had that one shot, but Bricato, long kick in, looking for Luisi. She can't get a piece of it, and it comes back the other way. Forward looking for Hansberry. Sends it forward. Hansberry's on. She's there. She pops it up to Alyssa Bricado, who sends it to Hannah Wolfgang, and here's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald pops it looking for Podvinsky. Podvinsky in a foot race. Some contact there. Looks like the two of them just had their feet tangled up. And it's going to be a Holliston throw. Substitution, Maggie Fitzgerald is coming out, and Ava Bergloff is coming in. Fitzgerald is just coming off a hip injury, so I know that she's probably going to be limited somewhat today, but still, even injured, Fitzgerald is always a threat to score every time she has the ball up front. Ball thrown off Podvinsky's head. Luisi tries to send it forward. She's got Bergloff. Bergloff pops it, but then Medway, and there's Wolfgang. Wolfgang with the left foot, strike. One hop goes wide to the right of the goal. Wolfgang has got two good feet, can hit it from either side. Just under 15 minutes into the first half, with still a 0-0 score. And Medway with the kick out. Bergloff tries to get a foot, goes over her foot, and here we go. Luisi strong in the middle. Luisi looks, has Podvinsky. Podvinsky with a step, shot to the right, great save. There's Bergloff there to finish. Bergloff with the finish on the rebound, and Holliston's on the board. Podvinsky with a strong strike, bounces off Catone's hands, and Ava Bergloff's there to finish. Holliston takes an early 1-0 lead at the 15-minute mark. Great play. Great play set up by Hannah Wolfgang, who pushed the ball over to Megan Podvinsky. Podvinsky, great touch, great first touch, gets the ball to her right foot, strong strike in the upper right-hand corner. Catone makes a great save, gets up, both hands get on the ball but can't catch it, bounces out, and Ava Bergloff is right there to clean it up for the Holliston goal. Holliston up 1-0. And here we go, back under play. Medway throw in. Has Bergloff out, fighting for it. That early goal is going to be big for ball forward. There's Bergloff. Bergloff looks. Bergloff tests to Podvinsky. She's looking for Freely. And the ball's going to go too far. It's going to get turned over. Medway throw.
Holliston goal by Eva Bergloff.
High throw. Bricado's there. Luisi's there. Luisi keeps it. Luisi's there. Ball up. Bricado again. To Scheid. There's Wolfgang, sends the ball forward. Pursued by Bergloff. And it goes go off. Bergloff's going to be a goal kick. Not a bad play. Ellis Sands with the play. And here we go. Holliston likes to pressure forward. Traditionally always keeps that pressure forward, which causes some mistakes. Ball comes out. Freely, nice job of keeping it in, and it looks like Holliston's going to keep it. There's Bricado with the throw. Bricado looking down, looks down the sideline for Bergloff, goes off the head of a Medfield player, bounces off again. It's going to be a Medfield throw. Medway, long throw in. If I say Medfield one more time, I apologize. This is Medway, not Medfield. Long throw in, that's number 6. Jillian Wright with a strong throw, but it's going to bounce off of number 3. Scheid, Senior Bricado with the throw. Bricado throw in, has Freely, goes off her foot, and we're going to keep it. Bricado over Bergloff's head. Freely can't control it. It's going to go out. Substitution, number 22 is coming off, Bailey Condon. And coming in for her is number 12, Kyle Hansberry. Luisi pops it up, has Bergloff. Bergloff, high kick in the middle, sends to Luisi. Bounces out, there's Wolfgang. Wolfgang can't control it and it gets turned back over, but Podvinski's there. She steps in, she's able to keep it with her back to the goal. Ball comes back to the other side. Caroline Rose Sally, nice step in, ball gets turned over, then it comes back the other way. And there's Alyssa Bricado. That's Kilman on the outside. And it's going to be Medway's first corner. Kilman with a nice run on the outside. Bricado is able to keep it. Comes number 5, Katie Cruz is coming in for Gwen Freely. All right, Medway corner. Taking this corner is number 22, Bailey Condon. Ball goes up, high kick in. Medway gets a head on it. Again, there's Podvinski. Podvinski gets a head on it. Like there's some head-to-head contact to Cruz. Luisi chasing, there's Burke. Burke steps in, but Lorenzen's there too fast. Turned around, Podvinski fighting for it. Bricado, long ball forward, and we got a whistle. That's gonna be a Medway free kick. The ball's gonna go Medway's way. Okay, Medway number 20, Brenna Lorenzen's going to take this free kick. Let's see what kind of range she has. Ball up. She pops it forward, looking for a Medway player on the run, and Ward is there. Slides into it, is able to control it, and nullify the danger. Ward, long high kick to just about midfield, looking for Podvinski. She gets her head on it to Luisi. But Luisi's not there, and here comes Medway on the counter. Sally tries to step in, can't do it. All right, Sally with the throw. And it's going to get turned over. It's going to be Medway throw. Medway substitution number 3, Heather Scheid coming back in. And number 7, Grace Kilman comes out. Ball popped up, there's Podvinski again. Podvinski is usually involved in Holliston scoring situations, as she has a excellent sense for the ball. And then the first score today, it was Podvinski's laser that she sent that rebounded off and was able to get finished by Ava Bergloff. So Holliston leads is just past the 21-minute mark in the first half. Sally, long throw in, the ball pops up. There's trouble. Bergloff tries to come in with a head again. There's collision with the goalie. Ball gets cleared out by the Medway defender. That was trouble again for Medway. Bergloff got a head on it. There was a big collision there. Sally, long throw in. Cruz has Sally. Sally with the left foot, strong foot in. Sally with a solid shot from distance. Nice save by Callahan Catone. Diving save, able to control it. And she sends the ball to midfield. There's Cruz, gets past her. Ball popped up. There's Bricado. She goes up, gets a head on it, comes down hard, and earns the free. Holliston looking like they're taking a little more charge offensively in this game. Looks like there's a lot more Holliston threats, spend a lot more time down the Holliston end. This is kind of how their games go. Long ball in, cleared. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang shanks it a bit. Ball gets sent back. Looking for Hansberry. The striker, Hansberry, sends it, tries to clear it. Sally forward. She loses it. Touches a hand. Yeah, it blows a whistle. We got a handball. It's going to be a Holliston free kick from about the 42-yard line. Sydney Mercado once again. Standing next to her sister Alyssa Mercado, and here it is. Long kick in. Luisi's there. She gets a touch on it. Ball rolls out. It's going to be a goal kick for Medway. Long kick out. Burke. Wolfgang. There's Cruz. Katie Cruz crashes through. Nice ball. Tries to send it through. Bergloff's not there. Medway's able to control, but Bergloff pressuring. And still trouble. Cruz is still there. There's Wolfgang. Or sorry, Luisi. I'll get the Mia's mixed up. Sally steps in. Podvinski. Podvinski turns. Little space. Looks. Has Wolfgang. She taps it out to Podvinski. Here comes Podvinski around the right side. Podvinski towards the corner. Ball in, and she can't get it. Not able to get a good turn, get a good foot on that ball, and the ball comes out and is cleared behind the goal for a Medway goal kick. Oh, no, it's going to be Medway. No, she stepped out. Excuse me. Step out. Sydney Mercado. Ball to her foot. Stuffed. Ball through, ball to number 3. There she is, Heather Scheid again. She sends the ball up. There's Mercado. She chips it. Scheid gets it now. Scheid in front of the goal. Scheid steps in. There's Burke. Burke's there to help. But here comes number 21 on the outside. Still in. Challenged by Wolfgang. And a 3-hopper to Mary Kate Ward. Good cross in. Wolfgang came in with a good challenge. Ward was able to close that up. Got a whistle here. Looks like we're going to get a free kick. Oh, okay. There was looks like there was a foul called. And it's going to be it's going to be a Medway free. So looks like Wolfgang got called for the foul, so it's going to be a Medway free. Looks a whole lot like a corner kick. Taking this is going to be number 21, Jill McEnany. Left foot. Ball in. Medway can't get a piece of it. And Ward's able to control it. Ball goes through. No real clean shot on it, but the ball bounced towards the goal, and Ward was able to smother it. Just past the 25-minute mark here. Long ball out. Bergloff tries to control it. There's Cruz. Cruz keeps the ball. And it's going to be so Holliston substitution, Bergloff and Podvinski are Cruz and Podvinski are coming out. Fitzgerald and Freely back in. Over the head of Bergloff, there's Luisi. Luisi's another one. Ball across. Sally steps in. She's able to get a piece of it. There's Fitzgerald back in the game. Fitzgerald with the left foot looking for the ball through, looking for Freely, who's now on the left side. Challenge up top. And here comes Wolfgang. Wolfgang, it's midfield. Long ball looking for Bergloff. Can't get it over the head of that Medway defender. Medway defense is not playing bad. That's number 6, Jillian Wright. There's Sally. She steps in. She can't control it. Ball gets cleared to the right side. Here comes Medway. Ball in. Again, Scheid is there. And Scheid's going to get the whistle. And we have a player down. It looks like it might be Wolfgang down. She got hit. She hit hard. Yep, she gets up. She's going to be okay. That's Mia Wolfgang. All right, it's going to be a Holliston free taken by Sydney Mercado. Ball out to about midfield. There's Fitzgerald. Luisi taken to the right side. Luisi around the corner, and Luisi coming up the right side. But Luisi keeps it, looks in, has Bergloff. Bergloff looking for Luisi back, and a little miscommunication there as Luisi stopped. Bergloff thought she was going to keep going. Medway throw. Bergloff's there. Bergloff fights for it, and he turns it over. It's going to be a Holliston throw. There's Mercado right there to throw. On to Bergloff. Bergloff's out, and the ball comes in. It's going to be a Medway throw. Throw in. Luisi's there. Gets a head on, bounce it to the Medway bench. There's Wolfgang. Burke gets a touch. Back to the other Wolfgang. And there's Fitzgerald. Ball bounces off her front, and here we go. Fitzgerald able to make a turn. Fitzgerald looks in, strong. She's got Bergloff. Bergloff can't control it. Brought back out by Medway. And here they come back up their own left side. Burke tries to step in. Shied. Ball gets through, but Mercado's there. She doesn't get a good touch on it. Looks for a hand. Ball goes forward towards the goal. Looked like there was some sort of see some Holliston fans thought there might have been a handball there. We didn't see it from up here. Long ball forward. There's Fitzgerald over her head. Luisi back to the goal looking. She tries to turn. Unable to, but Mercado's there. He keeps it. Mercado, left-footed, sends it out. It's going to be a Medway throw. We're approaching the 30-minute mark here in this game. Holliston with a score of 1-0 on the Ava Bergloff goal at 15. Sally, touch. Medway on the right side. Sally's again to Stefan. Sally clears it out. It's going to be a Medway throw. Snow is coming down. It's coming down. So Owen Radcliffe doesn't feel any cold right now, so it's a good thing because usually snow would make you think that you're cold when you see it. Not for Owen. In fact, he might even take his gloves off. Medway throw on the Holliston right side. Burke tries to get a piece of it. There's Luisi. She pops it forward. She's got Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald in some space. Fitzgerald keeps it. Fitzgerald still with the ball. Has Bergloff on the right side. Dumps it back to Luisi. Luisi comes around. Now Luisi in space. Luisi into traffic, cleared out. Luisi kept the ball a little too long. Burke tries to get a foot on it. Can't get a good one. And balls pop forward. But Mercado's there to send it back, and here comes Holliston again. Holliston's been in a good part of this first half on the attack. Bergloff with pressure. And it stays. Bergloff, quick throw. Whoa. And that's unfortunate. Bergloff with the quick throw, tries to throw it, but then a Holliston substitution came. Seems awkward. All right, so Mercado's going to throw this one in. Bergloff did a great job. Scored that first goal of the championship game. Ball gets thrown. There's Pudvinsky. Pudvinsky back in the game. Able to keep it in. Pudvinsky sends the ball across. Pudvinsky had a great job of getting that ball through. She threads the needle. Freely was there, but couldn't get a handle on it. Here comes Medway on the Mercado. Mercado with her back to her own goal, able to turn it. Another great play by Sydney Mercado. She get a whistle. Sorry, Alyssa Mercado. Correction. That was Alyssa Mercado. Great play by Alyssa Mercado with two defenders on her, able to turn that and keeps her body and is able to keep the defenders off and earns the free kick. And here comes Sydney Mercado with that free kick. Bounces off the head of Luisi. Forward is Pudvinsky. Pudvinsky looks in. Looking for Fitzgerald. She wasn't there. Crash in midfield. Wolfgang's there. Mercado sends it forward. Again, There's Luisi. Luisi at the 25-yard line. Luisi with a shot. Low and to the right. At the 33-minute mark. Ball out to midfield. There's Burke. Burke tries to control it. She can't. Killian sends it forward. There's a foot race here. Wolfgang's going to win it, as she normally does. She usually will win those foot races. As we said before, Mia Wolfgang could be one of the fastest players in the whole Tri-Valley League. We got a substitution here for Medway. Number 16, Kelly Nicholas is coming in for giving a break for Kylie Hansberry. Has been doing a lot of running around out there today. As we're coming to the end of the first half, about 6 minutes left to play. With a lot of the play happening down in Medway's end. A couple nice plays by Holliston goalkeeper Mary Kate Ward, but hasn't really been threatened much, except for maybe 2 solid shots. So here comes Caroline Sally out to midfield. Over the head of Wolfgang. Ball stays in. And we're going to keep it, and we're going to do it again. No, it's going to be a Medway throw. Medway throw. Ball in, clear to the right. Mercado's there again to step in and break that up. Sally tries to step in, and it's going to go Holliston's way. Sally to Freely. Freely turns, looks. Medway controls. Medway in the middle. Here's shot again. She tries to turn, gets a shot, but Mercado is there once again to stuff it. And here comes Wolfgang on the counter. Wolfgang makes a move down the left side. Is there, still has it. Sends it towards the middle weakly, but can't. Burke's there. Burke fights. Wolfgang again. She fights. Stays in. Still keeps it. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Sally. Sharp throw. And earns herself some little better field position. Here she goes again at the just past the 35-minute mark in this first half. Sally, long throw into the middle. Podvinsky's there. Podvinsky, she looks. Podvinsky makes a move in, left foot. Strike, strong strike in. A lot of traffic. Wolfgang, one-timer. Wolfgang one time gets an extra point, goes over the crossbar. Wolfgang with a nice one-time. Podvinsky had a nice turn and sent a shot in. Was deflected around, but Wolfgang with a one-timer. A little too high. I'm not cold. Some of the fans are wondering if we were cold up here on the top. No, we're not. Well, I'm not cold. I know Radcliffe, he's definitely not cold. All right, ball rolls weakly to the Medway goalkeeper, and here we go. She sends it out to close to midfield, controlled by Medway. Just over 3 minutes left to play in this first half. There's Burke. Burke to turn it. Burke, you see a lot of her today. Ellie Burke playing a great job. And here again, there's that midfield play where Holliston just turns the ball around and sends it the other way. Here comes Freely on the outside. Freely with wheels. She backs off, though. And Medway clear. Is going to be another Holliston throw. Medway playing a lot of this game on their heels today. As things wind down, Sydney Mercado. Medway step in, nice play. Mercado's there. There's Burke. Burke sends it forward, trying to find Fitzgerald. She can't get there. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang with the left foot tries to look forward, trying to find Fitzgerald. She's not there. Burke. Burke has Podvinsky on the right side. Podvinsky on the right side. Sends the ball across. And nobody's there. Luisi was almost there. And there's Freely. Freely back to Wolfgang. Wolfgang back to Freely. And stuffed by Medway. Too many defenders there. And it's going to be a Medway throw. Ball in as the time winds down here in the first half. Medway trying to make a last-ditch run to try and even this up. And one step out, can't be there. And Sally with the throw. Looking for Wolfgang, Hannah Wolfgang, and as Mercado sends it forward, but here comes Medway. Sally clears it out and let everybody reset. Medway can't crack anything on that right side. They're trying. Ball comes through. Ward. A little confusion there. A lot of standing around the ball, but Mary Kay Ward ends up taking charge. She's going to clear it out. Ward, long, high kick over midfield, looking for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald can't find it. There's Podvinsky. She found it. Podvinsky up on the right side. Looks to Luisi on the run. Luisi making a good corner run. And looks like we're going to have, yep, going to be a Medway goal kick. Kick out. With Mercado. And that's it, folks. The end of the first half. Holliston with a 1-0 lead off a Ava Bergloff goal at the 15-minute mark. And Medway, Holliston seemingly like they are taking charge of this game, with Medway playing a good part of this game in their own end. So we're going to take a short break and be back for the second half here on Holliston Cable Access TV. We will be right back. Okay, welcome back to the second half of the Division II Girls Soccer Championship, where Holliston is leading Medway by a score of 1-0 on a Ava Bergloff goal at the 15-minute mark. Holliston playing a strong first half. And we'll see how things shape up for the second half as Holliston will take the kickoff as we're about to get underway. 40 minutes. 40 minutes of soccer excitement in this second half as we are about to get started. Medway is a strong team, and they are definitely not out of it, so we'll see how things go in this second half as we get underway. Starting off, Medway comes up with a throw. They'll throw it down the sideline. Looks like Podvinsky's there. Here comes Fitzgerald. Megan Podvinsky is her shot's the one that set that goal up. She sent a dart up in the upper right corner. Saved, but rebound was Bergloff was there to scoop that up. And finish. Here comes Medway. Ball in. All red there, though. Ball in was looking for Killian, but she wasn't there. And was met by a sea of Holliston defenders. And here comes Freely up the right side. Gwen Freely, senior captain. Freely makes a move in. Freely, she runs into traffic and gets that ball taken off her. Here comes Medway on the counter. Medway up their left side. Step in, and there's MIAA Wolfgang. She excuses her of that ball. Once again, the Holliston backs taking care of business. Sydney Mercado. Long ball in. It's going to bounce twice, and Mary Kate Ward's there. The snow's stopped temporarily. And of course, it's not accumulating snow, but it's just snow to keep everybody keep them cold. There's that was Podvinsky sends the ball forward looking for Freely. Couldn't get through. It was a nice ball in, nice look, but Medway again. Medway's playing some tough defense today as well. Not taking anything away from Medway, and here they come up their right side. Touch around Sally, but who's there again? MIAA Wolfgang to clean it up, and here comes Megan Podvinsky. She steps in looking for Fitzgerald. It's going to bounce off Medway Brennan Lorenzen. Here comes Lorenzen on her right side. She still has it. And Sally's there. Lorenzen crashed into the bench and looked nasty, and she's hobbling and getting up, but she's tough. Throw in. Podvinsky takes it away. Podvinsky looking forward. Can't get a good strike on it, and it gets turned back over, and here comes Medway up their left side. Too strong, but who's there? That's Heather Scheid. Heather Scheid was causing trouble. Wolfgang bounces off her. Again, Medway again pops it forward. Ball bounces high. Ward's there. Big collision. And we got a collision. And Ward comes down with it. And it's going to be a Holliston free kick, and there it is. Ward's going to take it. So now, because she probably kick as far as anybody on the team. And here comes Medway. Podvinsky, long kick. Medway defender number 20, Lorenzen, tries to send it back, but she puts it out. Here we go. And the crowd's starting to get into this one. Caroline Sally with the throw. She throws low ground ball to Fitzgerald. Gets cleared up by Medway, but there's Sydney Mercado there. Mercado again. Yeah, Mercado earns the free. Mercado's there, gets tripped up by number 21, Jill McEnany. And here comes Mercado on the free kick. Mercado looks like she's kicking into the wind here. Ball at the 45, long ball in. Podvinsky's there, and Podvinsky, the flag goes up. Just a step too far. Free kick. Goal kick. And that's a free kick. Anyway, turns out it's going to be Holliston's ball, and Caroline Rose Sally with the throw. Strong throw, looking for Fitzgerald. They bounce off a Medway player because Luisi, first time we said her name this half. And there's Freely around the left side. Freely gets a turn. Freely puts the ball in, unable to convert it. It's going to be a Medway goal kick. Freely had some space, unable to get around and get a good clean left foot on it. Medway with the goal kick. Ball out to about the 40. And Wolfgang's there. Here comes Medway on the counter on the left side. There's Scheid. Collision with Wolfgang. And it's going to be a Medway throw. Here's the throw. Snow coming back. Just when Radcliffe started to think he was warm enough, ball gets thrown in. Fitzgerald clears it. Freely on the outside. Freely sends the ball forward. Medway keeping the ball. Ball back in, looking for Scheid again. Oh, no, it's not Scheid. That's trouble. Mercado bounces off of Wolfgang. It's a little mix-up with Holliston. Shot on goal up the left side. Medway with a clean look. Almost a clean look. Ball goes high and left of the post. That's some Holliston miscommunication on the defense back there, but able to avoid the danger. Ward with the free kick. Or sorry, with the goal kick. Ward. See, you can see kicking in that wind. She doesn't get all of it. There's a whistle, and it's going to be Holliston free. We don't have a roster of the Medway seniors. Who are the seniors? But as we know, this could be the last high school game for the seniors on the losing side of this match. Burke. Well, Burke gives it up. And here comes Medway back the other way, but Wolfgang's going to be there. Wolfgang clears it out to reset. Medway substitution number 15 comes in, Maggie Johnson. And long throw right to Sydney Mercado. She gives it right back to the girl who threw it, and there's Burke to step in. There's Podvinsky. Podvinsky comes away with it. Podvinsky racing forward on the right side. Looking for Freely. She's got her. Freely on the right side. Freely towards the corner. Turns in. And slow dribble. Almost able to get it through, but doesn't get enough on it. And there's no Holliston shirt down there to have some sort of finish. And ball comes out to midfield. Again, aggressive midfield play by Mia Luisi, and she comes away with it. Mia Luisi comes around the right side. Luisi fighting to get around. Can't turn, no whistle. Ball comes out, and there's Burke. Burke gets it taken off of her. I think that was correct call. Luisi was coming in aggressively, but the midfield player had ground and had the ball, so no whistle. And probably rightly so. There's Wolfgang. She's got Freely. She tries to control it. She takes it up her right side. Freely on the turn. Freely across. Ball in the middle. Podvinsky's there with the header, and Holliston scores. What a beautiful ball in by Gwen Freely, and Megan Podvinsky there with the header finish. Holliston takes a 2-0 lead. Gwen Freely gets around her defender on the right side. Strong ball in. Megan Podvinsky there with the finish. And Holliston takes a commanding 2-0 lead at the 49-minute mark. Wow. That was a highlight goal if you've ever seen one. Gwen Freely with a great ball in, and Megan Podvinsky puts it right on her head. Megan Podvinsky gets some purpose on that ball, and there it is. Holliston now up 2-0.
Number 12, Megan Podvinsky, assisted by number 7, Gwen Freely.
Here we go. Holliston with a strong lead now. Cleared out by Wolfgang and Luisi again. As we said, here comes Podvinsky. As we said, we see Podvinsky as she is usually in the middle of all the Holliston scoring opportunities and events, and there she was on the end of it. Ball down in Holliston, and it looks like Holliston continued, but Medway's going to come away with it. Bounce to the corner, and it's going to be a Holliston goal kick. That was a great shot. Here comes Maggie Fitzgerald. She's going to take a break. Ava Bergloff comes in. So Pudvinsky on the cross by Freely. Holliston up 2-0. And that's how they play. They're always looking for more. Pudvinsky up the left side. Pudvinsky around the left side. Pudvinsky gets a step. Pudvinsky in. And Pudvinsky earns her the corner. She is tough. Both feet. She's deceptively fast. That's the other thing, is she can run with just about anybody we've seen this year. Ava Bergloff's going to take the free, or take the corner. Bergloff, ball in, high ball in, has Wolfgang. She gets a piece of it. There's Pudvinsky. She stuffs it. Medway controls, and here they come. Medway coming up there, right side. Sally with a step in. Nice play. Sally steps in to stuff that. And Medway's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Okay, timeout's over. We're back for more action. We're at the 53-minute mark here. Holliston with a 2-0 lead. And Medway takes the ball in, but gives it right back to Holliston. And there's Wolfgang. Wolfgang forward. Can't get it over the head of the Medway defender. Alyssa Bricado, strong kick forward, has Bergloff. Bergloff taps it back, looking for Pudvinsky. She's not there. Here comes Medway looking. Medway on the outside. Here comes Medway on their left side. Wolfgang steps in, sends that one over to the Milford Middle School. Freely, Gwen Freely, who delivered that beautiful cross, which resulted in the Holliston second goal. Medway and Holliston end. Burke's there. And we got a whistle, and it's going to be a free kick. We have Medway free kick from about the 30-yard line. Okay, Medway free at the 30. So this could be a sticky situation for Holliston. We'll see. Taking the free kick, it looks like it's number 12, Kylie Hansberry. Oh no, there they go. They run a trick play. Ball comes in. One hopper right to Ward. They did the old karaoke. And did not fool Mary Kate Ward. She's able to corral that one easily. She kicks out. There's Pudvinsky there to tap it, looking for Bergloff. Ball popped forward into the Holliston end. Alyssa Bricado, left foot to Caroline Sally. Out of bounds. Going to be a Medway throw. We're at the almost at the 55-minute mark. Medway still has yet to put on a real threat here for Holliston. A couple of almosts, and we'll see what happens here as Medway earns the corner from their left side. Okay, Medway corner kick, down 2-0 right at the 55-minute mark. Ball in, ball's up, bounces, and Ward's there to vacuum it up in a crowd. Ward finds it. She's able to keep it, and Holliston's going to reset. Long, high kick out over midfield. Looking for Ava Bergloff. There's Megan Podvinsky. Whistle goes. It's going to be a Medway free from right about the 45-yard line. Long kick in. Wolfgang gets a head on it. I think it doesn't go out. It's going to be a Medway throw down by their corner on the right side. Throw in by number 4, Reagan Chiplock. Ball bounces. Burke's there. Medway controls. Bergloff pressuring. Ball in. There's Luisi. Luisi turns it, sends it out, looking for Bergloff. Medway sends it back into the box. Going to bounce once, and Mary Kate Ward's going to be there. So again, Medway really can't seem to put together any kind of a sustained attack. And again, seems like they're going to be spending a lot of time chasing Holliston, as Holliston now has a commanding 2-0 lead. Seems all year long teams have been trying to test the Holliston right side in Sidney Mercado, and I can't remember once that even happening any threat, as Mercado is as fast, and although not the tallest player out there, she is very strong and holds her ground, and teams try again. They come up short as she stuffs them at anything that comes down that left side. Sally with the throw in her own end. Podvinsky's there, and there's Luisi. Luisi looking for Bergloff. She can't get to it. Ball goes out. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Snow still coming down. Not steady, not sticking. Again, this isn't. And Sally throws just left of the line, out of bounds. There's a throw in. And we'll do it again. And we'll do it the other way this time, as Medway with an errant throw. There's Sally. Looks high. There's Burke, gets a head on it. There's Bergloff. Bergloff with the turn. Bergloff into traffic. Ball goes out. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Maggie Fitzgerald coming back in. Ava Bergloff comes off. Take a break. And here comes Sally. Sally throw in. And we have a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a Medway free. Ball up the right side, out of bounds. It'll be a Holliston throw. Snow blowing, snow falling, wind blowing. That's what we have here in a very, very brisk afternoon as we are now approaching the 60-minute mark. There's Mercado challenges. And Medway ball in. Ball's going to roll, and Ward's there. Almost trouble, but Ward's able to sniff that out. Comes out, makes a good play before that Medway attack could happen. Ward. Mary Kay Ward, a huge addition to this Holliston team this year. We got a foul. We got a whistle. And it's going to be a Medway free. Long kick in. Wolfgang gets a leg on it. Turned. Between Hansberry and Lorenzen. Lorenzen's now playing the middle. Hansberry playing the right side for Medway. They're trying to put something together. As time winds down here. There we go. Medway trying to spread it out a little bit. And whistle, going to be a Medway free on the far left side from us. I think we got a card. Yeah, it looks like that's a yellow card. That's Mia Luisi gets a yellow card. And here comes Addie Capabianco in. So that was a card on Luisi. So she's replaced. That's number 26, Addie Capabianco comes in. Be a Medway free here at the 62-minute mark. Ball in, long ball in. Burke's there. Ball comes to Medway player's foot, and Podvinsky sends it way out. Cleared out. There's Fitzgerald in pursuit. Back to Podvinsky. Heads to Fitzgerald. Podvinsky's there to earn that Holliston ball. Sally looking for Fitzgerald. Capabianco's there. She gets pushed in the back, and it's going to be a Holliston free. Oh, this could be trouble. Sydney Mercado, and as we've said before, this is well in her range. Sydney Mercado from about the 28-yard line. No, looks like it's at the 30. And she has hit from here before. So, Mercado, ball up, looking for the right side. Oh, just clears the crossbar. Mercado is deadly from that distance, and she likes kicking from that left side. So Mercado with a great strike, just cleared the crossbar. That would have been trouble if that was about a foot lower, because Mercado put some purpose on that ball when she sends it. Sally finds Podvinsky. Podvinsky across the middle. Podvinsky with a step. Steps in, looks. He's trying to tap it to Fitzgerald, it looked like, but Fitzgerald was moving in a different direction. So here we go. Medway again. Tries to reset. Once again, we see Holliston controlling pretty much everything that happens at midfield. And that is their signature play that they've seen all year long, is in that middle of the field. Very rarely will you have a time where Holliston is not winning a ball, or at least not challenging a ball to make things almost impossible for the other team to get some sort of coordinated attack. We have some substitutions back in. Burke is going to come out and take a break, and Fitzgerald's coming out again. And Bergloff comes back in. Play continues. Capabianco gets a turn, sends it towards the Holliston goal. Bergloff, she goes off her. It's going to be a Medway throw. We're approaching the 65-minute mark here. Again, this game is starting to look your classic Holliston game. They take a lead And they not only do they take the lead, but they keep the pressure on. Here's Medway back on the attack. Amesbury, but once again, they run into that brick wall of Alyssa Bricado, Mia Wolfgang, Sydney Bricado, and Caroline Sally. Just can't get past them. Sally comes away with it. Podvinsky keeps it. Podvinsky in space. She sees Freely. Freely gets a touch. Can't control it. Podvinsky with a great ball. Medway tries to send it forward. It runs into Mia Wolfgang and then Alyssa Bricado and then Hannah Wolfgang. Medway trying to spread it out, but Holliston with numbers back. Here they come. Here comes Bergloff. Bergloff all by herself. Bergloff again by herself. Into traffic, but then she's got help with Freely. Freely stuffs it. That high pressure. There's Wolfgang in a race, and Wolfgang once again wins that race. Snow's still coming, but it doesn't seem to affect Holliston as they are as playing as sharp as they've been playing anytime this year. There's Bergloff. Bergloff keeps it. Bergloff still keeps it. Here she comes. Bergloff by herself. Bergloff without help. She's got Wolfgang, or Luisi, sorry, streaking down, but couldn't hang on to it long enough. There's Burke. Burke comes in for Cababianco. Throw in. Bergloff tries to fight it, and it's going to be a Holliston throw. Bricado's going to throw it again. Well, trouble. Wolfgang steps in. Bergloff tries to keep it and can't. Medway substitution. Coming off, looks like it's number 8. Number 8, Elise Higgins. And back to the action. Medway can't seem to string anything consistent together. Holliston spent a lot of time throwing in balls that are kicked out by Medway. And let's do it one more time. Wolfgang, Sally, nice ball. Sally over her back with her back to the goal, sends it back towards into play. Wolfgang has Burke. Burke has Luisi. Luisi with a move. Luisi turns, shoots. Oh, just cleared. Bounce to the keeper. It was a good shot. One hop to her. She wasn't able to control it. Went off her hands and went out. It's going to be a Holliston corner. Ava Bergloff's going to take the corner. High ball in. Off Wolfgang's head. Burke challenging. And there's Bricado. Bricado sends it back, but then it gets sent way back over her head. Wolfgang fights Bricado again. There's Burke. Burke to Wolfgang. Wolfgang to Bergloff. Bergloff tries to turn it. She crashes again. Ball crashes off of her and goes right to the keeper, Catone. Here she's going to kick it out. As we're approaching the 70-minute mark here in this Division II final. Holliston still with a commanding 2-0 lead. We'll see what happens if Medway can put something together in these last 10 minutes. So far, nothing. Here they come. Medway with a turn. Sends it out. Gets a toe to it. And Ward outside of her. Ward goes outside of her, and they call a corner. Ward doesn't think she touched it, but the ref says otherwise, so it's going to be a Medway corner. Medway player, I think it was number 6, Jillian Wright, made a move in, was just able to get her foot to the ball. And now it's going to get changed. It is going to be a Holliston goal kick. Got a whistle. It's going to be a Medway free kick. A Medway free from about the 30 at that left hash mark. Usually this is the kind of, and the ball goes in. Pops it high and wide to the right. No real threat for Ward, and it's going to be a Holliston's going to kick it out. Here comes Fitzgerald's coming back in. Freely's going to take a break. And Ward blasts it out to about midfield. Mercado, long ball over. Medway trying to put something together in some form of attack again. MIAA Luisi and Hannah Wolfgang say otherwise. Here comes Luisi. Luisi in stride. Luisi push the ball forward. Luisi in a foot race. Still controlling it, fighting for it. And Luisi, a lot of contact down there, but it's going to be a Medway goal kick. Just about 7.5 minutes remaining in this one. Ball out. Podvinsky tries to get ahead on it, can't. And it's going to be, although she did, Medway throw. Mercado again. Ball gets taken off her, given right back. Sally tries to control it, and Medway takes a desperate shot, just going to go to the right of the goal. That was number 22, Bailey Condon. Trying to get something going for Medway here in the closing minutes of this match. Mary Kate Ward. Medway trying to get something consistent, and can't seem to do it. There it is. And that's that midfield play we talked about with Luisi, the Wolfgang, to Podvinsky, and here's Podvinsky on the left side. Podvinsky with a shot in, ball bounce, ricochets off. Bergloff tries to finish. Podvinsky with the ball still. Podvinsky on a tough angle, sends that ball right at the goal. It's a great shot, chipped in by Sally. She's there again. Looks at Luisi. Luisi to the right, shot, one hop, right to Catone. Podvinsky again with another great shot. Bounces off the keeper. Potential there for a rebound. Bergloff had a look, but she had a defender hanging on her, so tough to get a clean shot on it and a clean foot. Medway tries to take it down the other end, and Freely comes back in for Bergloff at the 75-minute mark. Freely goes up, goes down. It's going to be a Holliston free kick. She got pushed in the back. That's 75 minutes. So here we go. Holliston, barring some sort of some Medway, some real Medway luck, Holliston is looking in a strong position to finish this one out. We'll see. And Holliston has the uncanny ability to play as if it's still 0-0. They don't hang back. Mercado in pursuit on her own end, keeps it, and ball goes out.
Just as a friendly reminder, at the conclusion of the game, fans must stay in the stands. No fans are allowed to enter onto the track or the turf at the conclusion of the game.
As we're in our closing minutes here, Mary Kate Ward. Holliston leads 2-0 over Medway. Ward to Wolfgang. Wolfgang sends long into Medway's territory. Catone controls it. She sends it out. It'll be pressure by Podvinsky. That's trouble. Podvinsky takes it off of her. There's Podvinsky on the left side. Podvinsky looks in. She's got Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with the finish. Podvinsky to Fitzgerald with the finish with the left foot. And another nail in the Medway coffin as Podvinsky takes the ball off the defender, brings it down the left side. Beautiful cross. Fitzgerald's there. Great finish. Holliston goes up 3-0. Just a mistake by that Medway goalkeeper. Tried to play it out, but there was Megan Podvinsky once again. And we said it throughout this entire match. If Holliston's scoring 9 out of 10 times, Megan Podvinsky is a participant, an active participant in making that happen. So again, barring some freak of nature right now, it looks like Holliston is about to roll into their first Division II girls Massachusetts Girls Varsity Soccer Championship in their history.
Holliston goal by number 7, Gwen Freely. Assisted by number 12, Megan Podvinsky.
That was not Gwen Freely who scored that goal. That was Maggie Fitzgerald. They got that mixed up a little bit. That's okay. Fitzgerald, team player. She's just happy that they scored. Fitzgerald with the ball again. Fitzgerald. There's Luisi in pursuit. Luisi controls it. Luisi around her defender. There's Podvinsky. Podvinsky's going to take a shot. There it is. Again, Holliston playing as if they were Wolfgang. Long, far to the right. As we're coming to the closing minutes here of this match. Medway is, I think they might be just out of tricks. Again, some great play. Well, once again, some great scoring opportunities, but great play all up and down the whole Holliston line between their backs, midfielders, and then of course their forwards. There's Podvinsky trying to maybe get another one. Sally has Podvinsky onside. There she is. Podvinsky towards goal. Podvinsky. There's a whistle, and it was a foul. Looks like it's going to be a Medway free. Things are winding down. Sally pops it up, goes out of bounds, and referees are looking at each other. We're going to be getting really close here. Sally stuffed. Ball in. There's Ward. Ward comes out and makes another dive and catch. Stuff that Medway opportunity. Waiting for her team to reset. Ward sends it out up over midfield. And Burke steps in. She keeps it again. There's Fitzgerald. She's got Freely on the outside. Freely towards the middle. Has Burke on the outside. Burke, strong ball in, across. No one's there. Great cross by Ellie Burke. There's nobody there and stays in, but Podvinsky comes away with it. It's going to be Sally throw. Sally. Long throw in. Has Wolf Luisi. And that's it, folks. And Holliston wins their first Division II championship over the Medway Mustangs. Final score, Holliston Panthers 3, Medway Mustangs 0. Congratulations to both teams. As Medway, tough team, and like as we said, it's a tough loss, but Holliston up and down the field today played just too strong a game, too much for Medway to hold. So once again, congratulations to the Holliston Panthers as they won their first championship in an outstanding match today. Decisive victory over Medway by a score of 3-0. On behalf of the Holliston Cable Access TV, my executive producer, Owen Radcliffe, I'm John Drohan. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Holliston Cable Access TV, Holliston Girls Soccer.